Do you ever find yourself waiting until the last minute to do something? Are you somebody who is constantly putting things off until the last minute, until the last very second to complete something? What if I told you with just a couple of changes in your habits that you can finally break free from this procrastination disease and be cured once and for all and start getting things done? Stay tuned, because today we are going to be talking all about how to break that cycle of procrastination and what the changes you need to have in order to finally stop putting things off forever and finally start getting things done. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Sharpie and I make videos all about goal setting, productivity, and procrastination. So if that's the type of content you love to consume, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click that notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Sharpie Silva. Alrighty, so number one thing is that you are tackling too many things at once. You are tackling too many things at the same time. So I know we live in an era where we talk all about goal setting and becoming a better version of ourselves, and I know the new year is like right around the corner, so we want to fill our resolutions up to the max. We want to change our whole persona. However, I want to give you a bit of a pullback. I want to pull you back just a little bit, that realistically, in order to get good at something, you have to practice it multiple hours every single day. And so realistically, actually accomplishing your a goal takes multiple years to finally get good at something and see some sort of like big reward. So that does not mean that while you are trying to go after your goals, you're not going to see reward, because you will. You're going to see reward in the progress that you are making. But to actually see the vision itself, it's going to take multiple years. And so it's going to be so hard to focus in on multiple goals, let alone just one. So I want you to only focus on one main thing. When we're going into this new year, when we're going into 2025, I want you to focus in on one main goal. I call it the main plot of my story. This is the main plot. This is the girly pop that, like, the main character. We're going to revolve her story around her. And so this is where I indulge a majority of my energy. The majority of my time spent thinking is on this specific goal. It's just on one, because I know it's gonna take me a really long time, A, to figure it out, and B, to see any type of reward. And I would hate to get myself discouraged when I'm trying to focus on too many things at once instead of just focusing on one thing at a time. And I get overwhelmed too. And so when you're procrastinating, you're getting that feeling too. You're getting an overwhelmness because you've probably procrastinated basically everything in your life. You either haven't done your laundry, you haven't went to the gym in a while, you haven't probably washed the dishes, you probably haven't folded those clothes that have been sitting in that chair for a really long time. Like, there's probably so much that you need to get done, and it's going to feel overwhelming the first time that you get around to actually doing it. And so I encourage you to tackle one thing at a time. So if you want to become a fitness girly, if you want to become a person who's more organized, if you want to become somebody who has like the best skincare routine, skin like looking thing out there, I encourage you to work at one thing at a time, okay? So in this new year, what is the main plot? What is the one thing that's going to make you the absolute happiest and the absolute like best feeling ever? Is it the hair? Is it the makeup? Is it the clothes? Is it the attitude? Is it the mindset? Is it the money? Is it the debt? Like the house, the items? Like, what is it that you want to work at? What is it that you want to have? And we're only going to focus on one thing at a time, because we're going to practice this habit every single day until we can get it done, until we can manage it, until we can hit at a point where it's like, okay, I figured this out, I'm good to go, now I can implement more things. But I just encourage you to just have one main story, one main plot, the one thing you're going to be working on this year. So I guess if you guys are curious, my one thing is I want to build a community this upcoming year. So I'm trying to get my email newsletter like in a point where I'm happy with, and my marketing strategy so I can bring more people in. Like that is what I'm going to be working on for this upcoming year. The goal that I had this year was to become monetized, and I am so close to achieving that as it is already. I'm almost at 2,000 watch hours, and I need 3,000 watch hours, which means I'm at almost the last 1,000 watch hours that I need. So I'm just like, I gotta get this. I'm almost there. I can do it. I can do it. It's been a long year, but it's like I can do it. I know I can do it, and I want to do it before 2025, so that when I go into 2025, I have a fresh new goal. I have a fresh new place to start, and my goal that I've really wanted, I accomplished it, type of thing. So I'm almost there. I can't wait to like have that moment with you guys on live, and just like buy myself a little cake and buy myself balloons and stuff. Like I have this whole like imagery in my head planned out of like how I'm going to celebrate this big accomplishment, because I'm like, yes, I achieved a goal. So I'm almost there. So I'm already thinking of like what I'm going to be doing in 2025, and I'm already doing like little steps there to make it happen. But as far as my actual goal for 2024, it's like almost coming, and so proud of it. But yeah, but that's because I only focused at one thing at a time. If I had multiple things that I was focusing on, I probably wouldn't have made as much of progress as I have with my YouTube channel, because I just indulge so much in making videos better, in creating better titles, and receiving the feedback that I do, and taking the time to talk to you guys, and taking the time to really look at my videos and see like what can I do to make this better. And that is because I'm only focusing on one thing. If I was focusing on too many things at one time, then I probably wouldn't be having I probably wouldn't be as indulged and as involved in my YouTube channel as I would have in the past. The second thing is that you don't need to get into the right mindset to start. When people have a task they need to do, whether it's I need to organize my closet, whether I need to clean up, declutter the kitchen cabinets, whether it's I need to declutter my kids' clothes, like we want to sit here and tell ourselves and kind of lie to ourselves and say, I need to just get in the right mindset so I can do it, and that way when I do it, like I'll be feeling a lot more better, blah blah blah. And all this creates for you is anxiety, okay? The anxiety and the overwhelmness of I can't get it accomplished. I can't get this accomplished because I'm not in the right mindset. So we kind of almost use it as an excuse not to do it, because A, either the task itself overwhelms you, B, you're using it as an excuse to just not want to do it and like do it later, or C, it's kind of just like you're overriding your own feelings. You're overriding the one thing that's probably actually going to make you feel better. Because if you're feeling overwhelmed, right? Overwhelmed over everything. Your kids are yelling, there's overstimulation, you have a lot of work to do, and you're just like, I'm just not in the right mindset to just tackle this right now. However, when I feel that way, I ask myself, okay, what's the number one thing that's making me feel the way that I do? What is the one thing that I'm trying to escape from? Because when you feel anxiety, when you feel overwhelmness of the things that you want to do, and you're trying to lean towards procrastination, this is the perfect moment for you to sit and just be like, okay, what is driving my need to procrastinate? What is driving my need to just run away from this? What is the number one thing that's going to make me feel better if I were to tackle it right now? And a lot of the time, it has to do with an area being dirty, or an assignment that I need to do, or X, Y, or Z, right? There's something there that's driving my procrastination, driving me away from the thing that I have to do, because it overwhelms me, because it's anxiety, because there's so much going on and I feel overstimulated. But how I help myself is I'm just gonna tackle it. I'm just gonna fight it. I'm just gonna do the task, complete it, and I promise myself, like, I'm gonna feel a lot of, like, so much better. And you know what, 10 out of 10 times, and I can guarantee this, 10 out of 10 times, once I finally get it done and it's like over with, I feel so much more better than if I would have just procrastinated. Because the problem is still going to be there the moment I get off my phone. The problem is still going to be there the moment I wake up from a nap. The problem is still going to be there, and I'm still going to have to feel this, like, overwhelmness. I'm still going to have to feel this anxiety and overwhelmness of, like, oh, I still need to get up and go do it. I just tell myself, what is the thing that's causing all this anxiety? And let me just go get it done. So if it's, dang, like, my kitchen is super freaking dirty, the kids are screaming, I have work I need to get done, I'm just like, I feel so overwhelmed and so, like, out of cap. I'm like, ugh. I go calm down in the restroom and I'm like, okay, what is the number one thing that's going to make me feel better right now if I were to go do? And I'm like, the kitchen. The kitchen's the number one thing. Once I have a clean space and a clean area, I'm going to feel a lot more better. And it's like, okay, let me just go get that done. And everything else, I'll figure it out as I go. So I do that. I tackle one thing at a time. I'm like, okay, let me go take care of the kitchen. So I go to the kitchen, I wash the dishes, I put the dishes away, I clean the floors, I clean the cabinets, I clean the stove. And guess what? That space, that area is so much more cleaner. I feel so much more better afterwards. I feel this weight lifted off of my shoulders because I got it done. And then we go down the list. Okay, what's the second thing that's driving me, like, that's giving me anxiety? Okay, it's this work assignment that I really need to turn in. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down and I'm gonna work on this work assignment. And I complete it and I get it done. And guess what? Weight has been lifted off my shoulders because I don't have to do it anymore. It's completed. And it's like, okay, what's next? The kids are driving me insane. All right, they are probably full of energy. We probably need to get outside so they can, like, release all this energy. Let's go take them to the park. Let's go take them to wherever the case, and let's just get them outside. Let's just get them out. And so that is how you tackle one thing at a time. And I promise you, the more that you procrastinate, the more problems are just going to get bigger and bigger, and it's not going to get any better. You don't need to be in the right mindset, because the right mindset will come once you actually accomplish the thing. And it happens to me all the time. Like, I get overstimulated so much. But as you get into that routine every single day of, like, I just need to get this done, the less and less you're going to feel that overstimulation, because it's such a habit to just get things done, then nothing really piles up anymore. Nothing really gets to that point where you're just like, I need a breaking point, because you're always on top of things. And so that is how you're going to stop putting things off forever, is if you are just on top of the things that you need to do, and always keep the priority things as number one, like, as the thing, like, as you go throughout your day, you're like, this is what is a top priority. This is what I need to get done today to be on top of my things. Anything else will come later, but this is top priority. This is top of mind. And so as you go through your list and you complete your stuff and you get things done, you won't have anything that's going to transfer to the next day. You're not going to have things pile up into the week, into the weekend, and then you're just stuck doing chores all day long. No, because you are on top of it, and you're making sure you're completing your tasks every single day. So every day things are getting checked off. Every day you're moving the needle closer to wherever you need to be. So the last thing that has helped me stop putting things off forever is I stopped consuming things that really don't matter. Like, I stopped watching so many drama channels. I stopped watching reality TV. I stopped watching just things that just didn't change my mindset. Stopped consuming things that didn't matter. I stopped watching videos about drama, about things that didn't change my perspective, things that I couldn't learn from. Like, I stopped consuming these things. And when I go to the gym, that is my time to consume these type of things. So that's when I start watching, like, the Trisha podcast. I love watching the Trisha podcast. Or I watch something else that just relaxes my mind and I don't need to think too much about it. I watch those type of videos. But on a daily, other than the gym, on a daily basis, when I'm doing my makeup in the morning, when I'm doing my hair, when I'm driving to work, I'm consuming things that are about how to make me better in the goal that I'm trying to accomplish. Anything about business, anything about productivity, just things that I can take as a lesson, take with me, apply it and implement it in my life, and see how it can change me. And then I take these lessons and I bring them to you guys and I teach you guys about them. And so I stopped consuming things that didn't matter, because the more that I consumed things that didn't matter, the lazier I wanted to become. Because when you're watching like reality TV, you're just sitting there just trying to get entertained. But when you're watching videos about business, when you're watching videos about productivity, videos that are going to make you a better person, then you start thinking in a different way. You start opening your mind a little bit more, and you're like, you know what, I want to go try this out. I want to go see if this is something that can change my life. I want to see if this is something that can make me better. And so it makes you motivated. It makes you want to get things done, because you're watching somebody else get things done. And so it just brings you that inspiration. It's kind of the whole, like, what you revolve your, like, the people that you revolve yourself around really tells about the person that you are. It's the same thing. Like, maybe you're not surrounded by so many people, but the videos that you watch, the things that you consume really also affect you as a person, and it kind of just teaches you of who you are as a person. So for me, if you look at my watch history, it's all about YouTube video strategies. It's all about business. I love watching like Alex, Rosie, and Layla. It's like their videos or any other videos about like emailing and stuff like that. Like, it sounds so boring, but I tell you, it's so interesting to consume, because then I go and implement it, and if I see results from the videos that I watch, I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm actually getting my payout. I'm getting my return of investment, because not only am I investing my time into watching this video, I'm implementing it, and something is working, so therefore I've got my return of investment. The time saved of trying to figure this out myself, it got saved because I spent the time watching this instead of watching something else that probably didn't matter at all. So stop consuming things. So you can read books. Like, I legit have a book right here, right next to my like car. It's called the Covert Persuasion. So I'm reading these books. I have another book at home. This is my book. This is my car book. I have a home book. And then watching my videos, I'm constantly trying to learn more and more and more every single day. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I need to upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.